Hi everyone. Welcome to the demo. So before we start, let me introduce myself. Then we will go to the agenda. So I will be your course instructor. I have around 8.5 years of experience into data science and big data analytics. Currently, I'm working as a staff data scientist in one of the Fortune 500 companies. Prior to this, I was working with other companies like Goldman Sachs and TCS as a and other companies like service-based companies where I worked as a data scientist trainee, data scientist, senior data scientist, a Hadoop engineer, right? And I had completed my master's in computer science. It's a full-time MTech from Triple IT. Um, my major subject was machine learning and uh, training wise, I am into this for last couple of years, last 3 to 4 years. Many batches I have trained, almost 30 plus batches I have trained. So that is the background. Coming to the course content and other things that we are going to discuss. So we are going to discuss first what is artificial intelligence data science project lifecycle, who is a data scientist, what are the skills required to become a data scientist, and then I will clarify your doubts with respect to different keywords. So when you see today, right, you will find so many keywords related to data. So it's all starts with data. So it's very confusing, right? Who is a data scientist? Who is a data analyst? Who is a data engineer? All are same or different. So there is a lot of confusion going on. So I want to clarify all of those confusions, like what is a clear difference between these roles. And then finally, we'll discuss about the course content, the duration of the course, who can take this course, after taking this course, what you can showcase in your CV, and which kind of roles you can apply, right? And all your questions I can answer. So this is the agenda for today's session. So starting with what is artificial intelligence. I know like most of you must have used many AI applications, right? Can any one of you give me some examples of AI application that you use daily? So when you open your web browser, any AI application that you use or anywhere, application examples, can you give which is you think are built based on AI techniques? Any application. I want to hear from you first before I explain the definition of what is artificial intelligence. YouTube. Uh, okay, in YouTube, what you see? Recommendation, right? When you go to YouTube, what you can see is recommendation, recommended videos for you. So you go to Flipkart now, all the sales are going on. So you go to Flipkart or any website, you will find recommended items for you. That itself is a AI application. You open Google web search engine itself is information retrieval, right? You go anywhere, Google Nest, Google Home, Alexa, right? Your Face ID lock in your mobile, self-driving cars, and then coming to watch kind of nowadays you go anywhere, like there are so many applications. If I keep telling, like every sector, right, every sector, there is no doubt that AI is the new future. There is no scope. If you're asking me after taking this course what is the scope, I can guarantee you there is a huge scope for artificial intelligence for next 10 years. I think it is the kind of era what we are going to see, right? Huge scope, and every company are going to invest AI. It is the right time to jump into AI. If you want to switch your career, this is the right time. After 3 4 years, I think it will be saturated. Now there is a huge demand in this COVID situation. Also, you will find lot many job applications, right? I mean, job openings are there for AI. So lot of scope is there. Only thing is we have to come from different traditional IT to kind of modern era. So where modern era in the sense artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud, big data, this is the world of this. So if you are not efficient in any one of this technique, I am doubtful you can secure your position in IT for next 5 to 10 years, right? So there is no doubt that it is the hot technique right now in market. That's the reason huge competition. Everybody wants to come to AI. I can tell you my own experience. I work for an industry based company. We manufacture all of these engines, jet engines and all that. We are a 200-year-old company, and all of the people are from IITs and all. They hold a master's degree. Everybody has a master's degree from IIT Chennai, IIT Mumbai and all that, very reputed institutes. They are from mechanical background. My manager says just cite to me so I can see. Every day my manager is getting 10 15 applications from external team to jump into our team, data science team, right? So internally so much demand. So you think about any company, data science team is the most demanded team. Everybody wants to come to data science. So we need to understand why there is a kind of craze about it, right? Like what is the, why people like data scientists are so kind of demanded right now in market. Because if you see from last 10 years, like if you take last 10 years history, right, whatever data has been generated in last 10 years, if you collectively last 200 years data also, if you gather this 10 years data is more than what we gathered till last 200 years, right? So data is the new oil. People tell nowadays, talking data is the new oil. So data is everything. You are representation of data actually. You yourself, you are not aware of, but once you will understand what is AI, and once you take this course, you will understand how much data every day you are sharing in internet. Let's say I'll give you a small example, okay, so that you will understand. This is really interesting. Let's say you went to Facebook, okay, your friend has posted one bike, very this is the bike, right? A friend, your friend has posted a picture of a bike, and then he told that I brought a bike. So that bike is very kind of your dream bike. What is that? That is your dream bike. So you have seen the bike. Let's say this is the bike of your friend, and you are very kind of, because that is a dream bike. What you have commented is, oh, this is my dream bike. I wish I can buy this bike in next 2 years or something like that. So that is a comment, right? You have no idea that data has been used in so many different ways. People will take that data, and then this is something called text mining. So they will understand the sentiment that you have a weakness for bike, and that data will go to the insurance company. They will come collect your phone number, and then after certain days you will get an advertisement call, okay, you will get a bike loan with 10% interest, right? So that's the reason data is new marketing tool, right? Data is the new marketing tool. So everybody is running after data, that's why. So we'll discuss about all of these terms, but there is first thing that there is no doubt that AI is the most demanded skill right now in market. Okay, now so if this is artificial intelligence, so what is the difference between data science, artificial intelligence, right, and other terms like machine learning, deep learning? So many terms you must have used. So what is the difference in all of these terms? So we'll be understanding about all of this term one by one. So first is we will be understanding about what is AI. So if you ask me what is AI, there is nothing called AI, right? This is not a subject. Basically this is a collective term, collective single term for all the other things. Like AI is ML, machine learning is a part of AI is DL, deep learning is a part of AI is NLP, text mining is a part of AI is soft computing is a part of AI is information retrieval. So information retrieval means the search engine optimization, search engine creation. So that is a part of AI. So it is like if you AI, if you take standard one, right? If you take, this is particular, let's say standard one, there is nothing called standard one. But if you collectively take EVS, English, math, each subject of standard one, if you combine, you can term it as standard one, right? Similarly, AI itself is nothing, but if you kind of combine everything, ML, DL, NLP, soft computing, information retrieval, and then if you combine, let's say other things like computer vision, image processing, huge list. So nobody can be expert in AI. Maybe one or two things you can be expert in. Let's say I am expert in this. You are expert in this. Somebody has expertise in this and this. Somebody knows about this. Somebody knows about this. So people can take two, three things from AI, and then they can expertise themselves in that area. Nobody can expert in everything. No, even God cannot expert in everything. It is so huge, so vast. Each subject itself is a huge ocean, right? So that is your AI. Artificial intelligence is a combination of machine learning, deep learning, NLP, soft computing, information retrieval, computer vision. So what is the goal? Goal is automation. What is the goal? So the goal of AI is automation, right? Give me 1 minute. So using any of this technique, right? Using any of this technique, you may use ML, you may use DL, you may use IR, information retrieval, you may use any technique. Ultimately, what is the goal of AI is these all are the techniques. Using all of this, you are doing automation. Now many of you already doing automation, right, using languages. So what is the difference between that automation and this automation? This is intelligent automation. That is manual automation. Means what? There humans are creating rules. If this, then do that. If that, then do this, right? Here no need to create such rules, and here machine will create the rule, machine will find out the patterns, and it is like training a robot. It is like training a robot. So if you give the, if you give the model 10 years or 5 years of historical data, it will understand the pattern, right? If else rules whatever we are creating, if the data volume is huge, right, we cannot create rules. It will take years for us to create rules, right? If I give you a data set where there are 500 into some billions of rows, 500 columns and billions of rows, can you find out rules looking at this data? Answer is no. Even though you can find out, it will take years of effort. So this can be automated using AI models within months or maybe within days, right? So that years of efforts can be reduced to months. AI will build the model, AI will build the rules, right? It's not our task, it's the AI task. So I will just feed the model, I'll just feed the model, and AI will extract the pattern, common behavior, and then it will create the pattern. For example, face detection. You pass the dog image. If you pass 1 billion dog images, the AI model will understand that this is something, is the pattern that I need to look into. This is the kind of ear, this is the kind of nose. So the patterns it will extract, and then any new image it will try to search for that pattern. If it is matching, then it is a dog. If that pattern is different, if you give a if you, instead of dog, if you pass a human face, obviously the pattern will differ. So based on probability, it will select whether that is a dog pattern or other face, right? So another example is, let's say, house price, y equals to how many x, square feet, let's say 3x. So what you understand is 1 unit change in square feet is leading to 3 times unit change in price. So this kind of relationship, all are math model. Internally, if you ask me what is artificial intelligence, it is math. Python and other things are just a wrapper to implement those math, but actually everything is math. A good data scientist, a good mathematician can be a very good data scientist. Mathematics is the only relevant field for AI. Rest all fields are irrelevant. Computer science, maybe you will help us, it will help us in order to program goodly, but internal concepts, only math. Everything is math, math, math. So using those advanced math, we are automating in a smart way, not in a dumb way, in a smart way, right? So that is called artificial intelligence, right? So using any of this tool, you can automate the task. And automation, nowadays everything is getting automated, right? So that itself, so AI models are get, so I think you understood right now. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a term which is a combination of many other subjects, right? And the objective of artificial intelligence is automation, right? It's not dumb automation like we do, if else, if else, if else. If the volume of the data is huge, if the feature set is huge, we cannot, as a human, we cannot create rules. But if we feed those 5 years, 10 years historical data to the model will understand that, okay, every year the house price is increasing 2%. Now this is a finding. You can find, you can also find, if you spend time manually you can find, but it will take months and years of effort, which can be done within minutes or maybe within a days. So this is the pattern. Every year if you increase house price by 2%, sorry, square feet by 2%, house price is increasing 5%. That is the pattern, that is the kind of common behavior, right? So that is called artificial intelligence. Automation is the objective, to reduce manual task. That is the objective. What is the objective? Use any of the math tools to reduce the manual effort, right? That is the objective of AI. Now what is a, who is a data scientist now, right? Data scientist is a person, basically someone whose main area is not kind of research and develop new algorithms whose main intention is to solve business problem, right? Data scientists are the people who solve business problem, right? So to solve business problem, what is the objective? So company has problems, business problems. From as a data scientist, you are an individual contributor. You will very less help you will get in real time. Everything you need to process yourself, starting from data collection. As a data scientist, starting from data collection till data deployment, right? Everything you need to do single handedly, then you are a data scientist. So before you understand data scientist, you need to understand what is the objective, right? What is the data science life cycle? That will help you to understand who is a data scientist. So this is a project life cycle. So what do you mean by project life cycle? So you can so first is business understanding, and then data acquisition, right? Business understanding means you understand the problem, what is the problem is about, and then you collect the data, gather the informations, right? Once you gather the information, you have to clean the information. Once you join the course, you will understand what I'm saying. What do you mean by cleaning? What do you mean by data gathering, right? So data collection, data gathering, data pre-processing, data cleaning, and then modeling. Modeling is the core of a data scientist. Pre-processing you can do, but modeling is your main core subject. So in the modeling, you will be implementing deep learning, machine learning, ML, NLP, any modeling technique, followed by deploying your model. So nowadays different platforms are there, Docker, or maybe you can deploy it in cloud, or you can create a Flask or Django app. So mostly deployment is company specific. Some of the company, they don't tell data scientists to deploy, and that is like absolutely correct. So if you want to create a nice product, data engineer and other web developer team are the responsible for deploying your model and maintaining it. It's not like one time deployment, right? You need to maintain also. So this is some subject to the company, right? This part is subject to the company. It's not mandatory skill set required for a data scientist to know all the deployment skills, but this is mandatory for a data scientist. This is mandatory. All of these steps are mandatory. This is optional. If you know, that is good. If you don't know, then your company will take care of it. There are different teams whose core responsibility is deploying and maintaining. They are called data engineering team. Mostly the data engineering team, or if it is a web development team, they will be deploying it and maintaining it. So this is the data engineering team, right? So this is the life cycle of a data science project. Mostly it is not falling under any agile or scrum kind of structure. It has its own structure, okay? Even though some company follow agile mode, but it is actually data science project cannot fit into agile mode. It has its different own structure, okay? I'll explain it sometimes when you join the course. But at high level, business understanding, problem statement understanding, data gathering, data pre-processing, cleaning, modeling, and deployment. This is the life cycle. Now, if you want to become a data scientist, it's not only technical skill. You should be a very good storyteller, very good communicator. You should be very smart enough to kind of handle situation. Many times, see, what is happening is you are giving a model which will automate, means many people's manual job will be going. People will not accept your model, right? Let's say I am a shop man who is using Excel sheet for last 20 years. You will give me a model which is going to take my job. Should I use it? No. So understanding, convincing the client to use your product is very kind of not. What I can tell you is one thing is theory and one thing is practical. So when you go to the field as a data scientist, you should be a very good storyteller. Argument also you need to do many times to convince them that your model is better than what they're doing, what the current model is, existing model, right? So it's a combination of many skills, I will rather say. So now if you understand the data science life cycle, now for each step you need skills. For each step you need skills. So for example, starting with the data collection. Now you tell what are the different kinds of data you think exist. So there are basically three kind of data that exist, right? So data are three types. How many types? Three types. Structured data, right? Structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data, right? So and unstructured data. Now Structured data means if the data is present in databases, right? Oracle, SQL and all that. Semi-structured means, let's say data is present in no SQL servers or in Excel format, CSV format, or any JSON or XML format. That is semi-structured. Unstructured means completely web data, text data, right? So data can be video, images, text, Excel files, CSV files, database, MongoDB, like CSV file can be stored in MongoDB, right? Sometime if it is a big data platform, data can be present in Hive or HBase, right? Some kind of NoSQL server database. So as a data scientist, only you need how to collect data. You are not a developer. You are not a SQL developer, or you are not someone who can who can create or develop Hive or NoSQL developer. You are a people who are a person, just you need skills to pull the data, select data. And you know how much knowledge is required to select data. That is the select query. Along with that, simple things like where clause, join clause, very simple thing. If you know, then that is enough. No need to spend months and months and months of time understanding everything in detail, right? Web scraping, you have to understand if data is in text. So all of these skills, Python, Spark, database, web scraping, all of this, these are the major kind of subject. But the tools are SQL, NoSQL, pandas. This is Python. We will be understanding pandas. Python is needed for collecting semi-structured data. Beautiful Soup and Selenium if the data is in text format, and then Spark if it is in big data format. AWS, little bit of AWS will help because if sometimes data is present in cloud. So all of this technique you need very basic level. What level? Basic level. My job is not to create a new cluster in AWS. My job is to pull the data, right? Similarly, my job is just to pull the data. I'm not here to develop something in NoSQL. That's a different role. If you're a data engineer, this part you should be expert in. This part you should be expert in because this is your core area. You will be maintaining. Who will be maintaining those SQL, NoSQL, all of those servers? You are the person who are going to maintaining it. Who am I? I'm a data scientist. I just need a read or kind of read view. I am not a kind of editor. I just need read view so that I can see the data and sometimes I can pull it. Are you getting that? There is a difference. This is the difference. Data engineer are expert in all of these things. Data scientists just need access so that they can pull the data. And sometimes if you don't know, you can tell the team also. Like in our team, what we do is we give data engineering team task to provide us the data. If we are not sure, we will connect with them. They will help us pulling the data, right? So that is the step number one. Step number two, from here it is actually you should be expert in. Because nobody will help you here. No data engineering, no data analyst, no team can help you. Data pre-processing and modeling are the core subject for data science people. So as a data scientist, you need to pre-process. Pre-process means what? Data will be always messy. I'll give you one small example. When you collect customer data, phone number will always be missing. Many information will be missing. Missing values will be there. So many different kind of pre-processing steps are there. If I tell you, you will not understand. But basically, feature selection, outlier detection, visualization, nice graphs, right? You need to tell that, okay, see, this is the line chart is looking. What do you mean by this? Let's say this is the house price, and this is the year. If you see the house price in this particular region is going down by 3%, how you know this? By creating graphs. So this is what you will do, right? In the data pre-processing, from historical data, you will clean it, you will mine it, you will create dashboards, you will create graphs, you will create insights, generate insight, you will showcase those insights, and all of those things you will be doing in the data pre-processing. Now, doing is one thing. What skill set is required to do this? All of these skill sets are required. Pandas, again pandas, very important. This is Python. Pandas is a Python package. Spark is required if the data is big. BI tools are required if you Tableau, Spotfire, MicroStrategy, all of these BI tools if you want to create dashboards. NumPy is required. Python again. Seaborn is required. Python visualization library. Gensim is a, so all of these things are required based on the data structure. If it is text data, maybe you will be requiring NLTK, SPACY. If it is image data which you are pre-processing, you may require deep learning, Keras and PyTorch. If it is semi-structured data, you may need Pandas, Spark. So in total, irrespective of the variety of data, these all skill sets are required to pre-process your data, right? Now if you know this, you are an individually you can, without anybody's help, you can pre-process your data. And the last thing is nobody can help you, that is your core subject, that is your modeling. So modeling comes in the last step. In the modeling, what you have to do is you have to apply all of this ML and DL, right? So modeling is purely based on machine learning and deep learning. So you machine learning packages like sklearn, keras, pytorch, numpy, nltk, spark, again all of these things you will be using in the modeling step. So now I think you got an idea, like, so data scientists are the people who will talk with the client, collect the data, gather the data, clean the data, create visualization graph, model, they will create modeling, and then finally deployment also. And don't think every model will go for deployment. According to my own experience, I have worked in tons and tons of projects, almost like 25-30 projects I have worked in 5 different industries, starting from investment banks like Goldman Sachs to industry based companies like GE to service based companies like TCS, Genpact. So I have a variety of experience. I can tell you 100 out of 100, if you take total 100 projects, maybe 5 or 10 projects will go for deployment. 80% of the project, it will be stopped. It will not go for deployment. Out of 100, maybe 20% to 30% project will go for deployment. 60% to 70% project will stop because of various region. Right now, when you come to real time industry, you will understand sometimes you will give a good model, the client will not accept it. Sometimes the client expectation you will not able to match. Sometimes the client will start using it, but after sometimes the model start deteriorating, so they will stop. Or sometimes some other team will give good solution than your team, so some problem here and then will come, and then it will stop. So only 20-30% project will go into real production, and rest all will be scrapped here after here or maybe before this step, right? So that is the kind of thing, kind of life cycle of a data scientist, right? So now you can understand there is a great difference. People think everything is same, but there is a great difference between data analyst, data engineer, and data scientist. They are not same, they all are different. These three people are different, okay? Though some of the things are common, because of that you may get confusion, right? Because of that you may get confusion, right? I told you, right? Let us take an example of data collection. Data collection. So to do anything in your data, right? So to do anything in your data, you have to collect your data first. So these people also will collect data, these people also will collect data, these people also will collect data. So all of the common thing is Excel, right? Excel is something which is everybody should know. That doesn't mean a data scientist, if you know Excel, you will become a data scientist. No. As a data scientist, you should know everything that a data analyst knows. But a data analyst will not be knowing all the things that a data scientist knows. It is not vice versa, right? Data analyst, whatever it is, no. Data scientist is like this, right? Data analyst is a subset, and you are a data scientist, it's a superset. So everything the data analyst knows, you knows. Along with that, you know modeling, which the data analyst doesn't know. Modeling means what? The modeling is nothing but deep learning, ML and NLP and all of that thing. My pen battery is low, it's not working, sorry. So data analyst, everything whatever they're doing, Excel, PPT, and then visualization, Tableau, SQL, everything you know as a data scientist. But what you know, they don't know, right? You know modeling, they don't know modeling. So that is the difference. And this is basically for freshers. This is basically for freshers. And this is basically for kind of little experienced people. I will say 2-3 years at least in IT, or with a master's degree from a very good organization, then you can join as a fresher. But with BTech, 2-3 years of experience is required. And if you want to come to here, I think this is the path which will be nearer. Data analyst, you join as a data analyst. Down the line, 2-3 years, you can switch to data science, right? So that is the correct way of jumping. Who is a data engineer? Data engineer is something which is a completely different track, though some of the things are common. So as a data analyst, you know Spark. As a data scientist, I know also Spark, right? I also know Spark. As a data engineer, you know MongoDB. I also know MongoDB. But what you know and what I know is different, right? I know how to select data from MongoDB. You can create a MongoDB by yourself. Who Are you getting? There's a difference. You are a data engineer is expert in MongoDB. A data scientist just know how to pull data from MongoDB, right? So that is the difference. Data engineer are the people who are responsible for extraction, transformation, load, and they should know big data at expert level. Java, Scala, Python, Hadoop, Spark, Azure, AWS, Cloud, MongoDB, NoSQL, HBase, and then followed by little bit of data visualization, Python. All of these things, if you know, you are a data engineer. Whereas data scientist, Python is the core, followed by data visualization tools and Python, pandas, NumPy, statistics, deep learning, machine learning, NLP. Then you are a data scientist. Data analyst, you are neither a data engineer nor a data scientist. You know half of both, right? So you know PPT, you know Excel, you know Tableau, you know SQL. Then you can become a data analyst, right? So that is the difference. The very confusing terms, but there is a great difference according to me. So if you're joining a startup, you may not find all the differences, but if you join a good company, you will see there is a completely different team structure. Okay, pay scale is same for this also, for this also, right? And difficulty, level of difficulty in learning, people think data engineering is easy to learn. According to me, it is even more difficult to learn as compared to data science. Why? Because statistics is there, statistics will be there, but Spark is there today. Who knows, after 3 years Spark will be replaced with some other tool. Then you are a fresher there, you again have to learn, because everything what you are doing in data engineering is tool based. Spark is a tool, Hadoop is a tool. According to me, those all are tools. Go to MongoDB is a tool, HBase is a tool. Who know MongoDB will be replaced with some other DB? Then MongoDB experience is zero. Again, you start from scratch. But data science, machine learning, maybe one more new algorithm will come. You have to learn that. It's not like regression will go away. It was there 200 years ago also. It's concept, right? It's not something, it's a research field. It's not tool based. Yes. Today Python is there. Maybe tomorrow Julia is coming. You have to learn a language. You have to upgrade yourself in terms of language. But machine learning is machine learning. No language, whatever language you're using, that you need to upgrade. Machine learning is not going anywhere. Your experience will count. Are you getting? That is the difference I felt. Why I'm saying, because in Goldman Sachs we are using 500 terabyte of data, market data. So I have a good experience in big data also, right? So I was a data engineer come data scientist there, both things I was doing. And that is what I felt. I could not upgrade myself so fast, because it is very rapidly changing. Spark, if you go to Spark, every 2 months new releases are coming, right? I find it very difficult to upgrade myself. So today you know Azure, tomorrow maybe some other cloud, data IQ, maybe it is high on demand. So it's a ever learning subject, data engineer. It's not so easy. That's the reason pay scale is same. Data science and data engineer, both pay scale is same. If you're going abroad, you will be earning in crores. If you're in India, with 5 year plus experience, you can kind of uh, go to 30 plus kind of package. If you are real experience, if you have 5 plus to 6 plus, right? So that is the pay scale. So okay, so that is all about, I guess, I think I have told you the difference and you got it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. um, so I will pause here. Any doubt in this, or we will go to the syllabus? Next thing is I want to share the syllabus with you. Is it all clear? Any doubt you have, or we can go to the next section? BI tools, every BI tool is paid, nothing is free, I think, except Excel. Rest all BI tools are paid. Some BI tools are cheaper, some are kind of very costly. And according to me, you should not, in 2020, I think BI tools will be replaced by Python and other open source things. It is very easy to create graphs nowadays. People are creating very nice packages in Python. So like 1-2 years before, you have to write one page code. Now in 2020, you just need to write one line of code and you can get lot and visualization you can create. So Python is very strong in terms of visualization. We have Plotly, Matplotlib, Seaborn. We have many libraries which are completely open sourced, right? So I like if you're getting Tableau Spotfire license, you can learn Tableau and Spotfire within 2 days. Because it is a drag and drop tool. If you can code, if you know the grammar of visualization, if you know what is a scatter plot, what is a histogram, then if I give you a tool where you need to drag one column in x-axis, drag another column in y-axis, then you can easily drag if you understand the concepts. So Tableau and Spotfire is 1 or 2 days training, right? Then you can be efficient. If you know the grammar of visualization, right? If you understand what is a area plot, if you understand what is a radar chart, if you understand what is a box plot, then creating box plot by dragging and dropping, it's like kind of a minutes job. Our programming is nowhere nowadays in picture in 2020. It's outdated. Why? There are so many reasons behind it. One thing is it does not support big data so nicely. Big data right now. Second thing is it is not supporting wave framework, and ultimately by just creating a model, what you will do with that model, right? If you cannot create an app out of it or kind of create a product out of it. So Django and Flask, Python is very mature in terms of wave framework support. So R does not support that, right? Though R has R shiny, but still it is not that efficient like Python. Python gives you a complete framework like YouTube, Reddit. Many websites are developed using only Python. So because of this, some reasons, right? Python is kind of there is no comparison in 2020 within R and Python. Yeah, you can compare Python with other languages like Go, Julia, which are coming up maybe in down the line 3-4 years, after 2-3 years. Maybe there are some languages which are coming up, maybe Julia, Go, and all that language. R is nowhere in the picture in the competition. Okay. Okay, so that is something which we will. Okay, so my experience, maybe once you join the course, in the last, I will explain you a few projects that I have worked. I was working in fraud detection in GS, outlet detection, anomaly. So I was a part of compliance where my task is to find internal frauds. So let's say you are talking with somebody, right? We were analyzing everyone's record, what you talk, what like with whom you have chatted, every data we were collecting, internal employee data whole over the world, and then we are analyzing those data to find frauds. So many deals and many things are happening. So we are making sure there is no fraud, internal fraud is happening, right? So those kind of projects I was working. Sometimes I can share with I like once you enroll, last class I do that. So all of my projects, real time projects, I do share with everyone so that you will get an idea. Okay. So anyway, so that is something. So let's go to the content. So for your batch, the content is new. Okay, I have designed it. I have not put it in a nice format. I will put it, but I can write line by line what we are going to see, all the topic names, right? Only thing is it is not in a nice format. Once after this kind of demo is done, I will be writing everything in a word pad and then I will be sharing that with you. But let's start with the content. Major course highlights are the first, what all things you will be learning. Okay, so let me tell you what is my kind of confusion. My confusion is so many things to cover and the time. Okay, my confusion is so many things, so many syllabus is vast, and with limited time, how much I can deliver so that it will be very much helpful for you to crack interviews. Taking that into consideration, I have designed this course. So data science, this course that I'm talking about, the what is the prerequisite? Who can join? Anyone can join. Anyone can join. There is nothing, no, it's not like Python you should know something. Anyone can join because we are starting from scratch. So after taking this course, where you can find yourself, you can showcase 2+ years of experience, 2+ years of experience in data science. That is for sure. But if you upgrade yourself, the way I will tell, what next I will tell, right? After taking this course, what next modules you need to learn yourself. If you cover that much, or if you join my advanced course, then you can showcase 4+ to 5 year plus experience. But with this course, you can showcase 2+ years of experience. Now, From here, from 0, you can showcase 2 plus. 2 plus means what? At least 6 to 7 projects you can write from different domain. Maybe one from regression, one from classification, one from NLP. So I'll tell you that later. But this is where you will start and this is where you will reach, right? Now, what all are the course highlights? Course highlights, first is Python. As I said, people tell coding is not needed, but today I will tell you, you can keep my words right, like note down. Without coding, you cannot even clear the first round of interview. Leave about working in industry. The first round itself is coding test. What is the first round? Coding test. Even for senior people, it is there. If you are applying for a managerial position, my neighbor is applying for managerial director position. He has 22 years of experience. He has also going through coding test. So coding test is mandatory irrespective of your experience level, right? Coding test is mandatory. Any language you can use, Python, Java, Scala, but coding test is mandatory. So coding is very important, okay? Coding skills. So that's the reason Python from scratch. But having said that, Python itself is vast. This is not a Python development course. If that is the if your agenda is to learn Python, you join Python development course. Here it is Python for data science. What is this? Python for data science. Now you understood the data science life cycle. To complete that life cycle, what all Python packages are needed, those things we will be completing. So in the 1.5 month course, Python and visualization is 15 days. 1 month is only for other core modeling. 1 month is for modeling. What is that? This is how the design of the course happened. 1 month is for modeling. 15 days is for Python and visualization. We will not spend much time on this side. Rather, we will spend much time on that side. So what we will learn in this 15 days? We'll start from scratch. That is Python installation we will start. This pen is not working. Sorry for that. So Python installation, and after that Jupyter notebook IDE tutorial. From there we will start. Jupyter notebook is a IDE tutorial, and then core Python, right? So in core Python, what we will be learning, in core Python, let me write it in nicely so that you will understand, right? So first is a Python module. Module 1 or step 1, you can tell, is Python. So what you will learn? Python, two things: core Python, advanced Python, right? In core Python, what you will learn is language basics. What is language basics? What is Python? Variable. What is a variable? What is how to give comments? What all are loops, right? If, else, while loop. Data structure. You will learn about list, and then tuple, and then set, and then dictionary, right? And then right, so all of these things, and then how to take functions. What is functions, right? So all of these are basic Python, right? Functions, and then how to take input from keyboard and all of those stuff, data types and all that. And then comes to advanced Python. In uh, advanced Python, so what you will learn advanced Python? NumPy and pandas. You know why I'm learning this? Because in data pre-processing and gathering, I will be using these two modules. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
I think my display has gone. I think 1 second.
No, ma'am. You are presenting. You are presenting.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Thank you.
So no problem. So advanced Python, NumPy and pandas. So from here, NumPy and pandas detail. There is nothing beyond this. Everything, how to extract data, merging, joining, concatenation, pivot table, group by, order by, sort by, melt operation, everything, whatever is there in pandas, in complete. And NumPy, linear algebra, matrix operations, and then all this basic to advanced, everything will be completing, followed by visualization, right? So before I was giving one library, but now I have changed that. So visualization, entire visualization will be doing using Plotly. This is the new thing that I'm introducing. Before your batch, I was giving Cbon. It's not working anyways. This pen is not working. So what is Plotly? Plotly is a free open source platform for visualization. I can show you Plotly. You can create nice dashboard using Plotly visualization. You can create nice dashboard, interactive dashboard. So using Plotly, we will be doing scatter plot, box plots, distribution plot, bar chart, box plot, area plot, line plot, different 10 15 kind of plots. We'll be very expert in Plotly. So this is what is your Python. Okay, here one project, here one project, right? And then here we will be getting two assignments or two coding tests, two coding test question. One is from JP Morgan, one is from other company. So we'll be giving you real-time coding test questions based on data structure. So you'll be practicing. After that, this project and coding, everything will be doing on Saturday's class. Saturday is dedicated for this. I'll be sharing you the questions on Saturdays. Mostly if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll be giving you questions to practice on Saturdays. This is the 15-day syllabus. After that, what we will do, then we will start with the main syllabus, that is modeling. So we'll start with machine learning. So it is very vast. If you ask me machine learning, I can teach machine learning for months. But what we are doing is, whatever algorithm we are covering, we are going depth. I believe in depth. So when I'm covering one algorithm, I will be covering everything, not only the surface touching. And if I'm not covering, I am not covering, right? It is like that. So in ML, first is regression. We are understanding about linear regression. So when I'm saying linear regression, first is I will understand the theory. What is linear regression, the logical interpretation, then the mathematical derivation. We will derive the equations in the class, right? And then once the mathematical derivation is done, then a small project where we will be implementing. For example, house price prediction. This is the project you're going to get. House price prediction or sales prediction using linear regression. And then what all are the interview questions related to linear regression? What are the assumption? What is the drawback? What is multicollinearity? What is heteroscedasticity? Where linear regression will work? Which kind of data before applying linear regression? What you need to check, right? All of these things we will be discussing, followed by optimization technique. What is gradient descent, right? What is derivative? What is gradient? What is gradient descent algorithm? What is the cost function of linear regression? So everything we will be discussing in detail, right? Followed by second algorithm, that is decision tree and random forest. Actually these are two different algorithm, but I'm writing in one. So before that, we'll understand what is bagging, boosting, bootstrap, aggregation, ensemble methods, and then we will come to decision tree and random forest. What is decision tree? What is random forest? Again, the theory part, what is entropy, what is information gain, how to derive it, the mathematical part, coming with a small project, same structure. Here the project is fraud detection. You will be detecting fraud from transaction data, fraud detection, right? These are the three algorithms, followed by the third algorithm, that is k-means clustering. So we'll be discussing about k-means clustering. Customer segmentation is the project that you're getting. So here one project, two project, three project, four project. The four project, each project you will practice the concept, the math, the theory, followed by small project, right? So after this, your ML is completed, then it comes to your DL, deep learning. In deep learning, we will be understanding what is neural network. I cannot write because pen is not working, but I can tell you what is neural network, right? What is the difference between deep learning and machine learning, right? Then here everything we will be learning is sklearn in terms of package. Here it is sklearn, here it is pandas, numpy, Seaborn, Plotly, and all of these packages. Here it is Python, right? And in deep learning, we will be learning something called TensorFlow and Keras, right? These are the packages, Keras and TensorFlow. So using these packages, we'll be implementing what is a neural network, what is activation function, right? What is activation function? What is hidden layers? What is optimization technique? What is cost function? What is softmax? What is cross entropy? So these all things we will be discussing in detail, followed by one model ANN architecture we will be implementing, one project again. This is project number 5, right? One deep learning project will be implementing that, followed by NLP, right? So NLP, it is vast. We are just covering the basics. Honestly, NLP, we are not going in detail, right? NLP will be discussing about if data is text, what is the pre-processing steps, like how to clean your data, what is stop words, how to remove stop words, right? And how to kind of stopword removal, cleaning data, lemmatization, stemming, all of these things. I cannot write all of this. You can see the syllabus and followed by one project. So in the same project, we will actually the data I will take is text data, and I will apply how to apply an ML algorithm in text data, right? So NLP, deep learning, and decision tree random forest combined together, one project. I'm not audible. Am I audible for others? Am I audible or not? Yeah, okay. Please check your internet site. Yeah, your side internet. Yeah. So this is the
Yes, you
total
are
kind.
audible.
Yes, this is the total syllabus starting from module 1, core Python, then advanced Python, and then followed by SQL, like machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. Along with that, sorry, I forgot one more thing. That is the fourth module in ML. So the objective of this course is make you very expert in ML. DL you will get intermediate, and NLP will get the basic idea. So when you go to interview, at least the keywords you can write for NLP, right? You should understand what they're asking. NLP is not completed here because of time, but you will understand the basics. Deep learning you will understand intermediate level. ML you will be expert. So that is the agenda. And then Python obviously you will be very good at pandas and visualization, right? So I think this is a very good course when you are applying for 2 year plus to 3 year plus experience. Fourth is time series. So what is time series? Most of the time the data will be in time series format. So I'll be discussing about what is time series, whether it is a time series data or not, how to find out that, what is trend, what is seasonality, and then what is Holt Winter method, and what is Facebook Prophet model. So these are the topics we'll be covering, lot many from ML and DL side, and also in Python side you'll be understanding visualization, yes, one more thing is statistics, that will be included before ML, right? Before ML, statistics. So statistics and this, along with this, it will take 15 days, and this will take 1 month. It will actually 1 month, every day class will be there. So Monday to Friday the concept class, and Saturday will be all of this project coding, whatever I have written, those all things will be implemented on Saturday's class. Okay, but on weekday class will be understanding the concepts. For example, linear regression. The theory, math, everything we have completed in the weekdays. When you connect on Saturday, we'll be doing the house price project, right? Like that. So Saturday's class will be coding class. Uh, it's not like only Saturday we will be coding. Many days we will be coding, but mostly Saturday is doubt clearing, practice kind of sessions. Right. So this is 1.5 month course, every day 1 hour, and this is the total topic list that I will be covering. Now, one thing I think you must have one doubt, how I am able to cover all of these topics in a short span of 1.5 months. The answer is experience. This is my 40 batch, and the materials, everything is very well organized. I spent 5 hours to gather all the data and present it in a nice format so that everybody will understand, right? And there is something called organized way of presentation, so which will save your time, my time, and with limited time we can kind of understand the topic easily. For example, let's say gradient descent. I know that to make you understand gradient descent, first I need to make you understand what is gradient, right? So there is a flow. It is very structured way, the one after another. How I have written, the same way we will be covering the topics. So core Python, mostly it will take hardly 2 to 3 hours, not much. Advanced Python will take some time. Advanced Python, very important modules are there. Visualization, pandas, NumPy, it will take some time. And statistics, machine learning will take most of the time. Most of the time we'll be spending on machine learning and other modeling techniques. Yes, total duration of the course is 1.5 months plus. It may take some more days. Your main focus is to kind of deliver the content nicely, not with respect to time. Sometimes I think it may take extra time also. If it is the case, I may take weekend extra class after 1.5 month if some extra class is needed. But minimum is 1.5 month. It is not going to complete before 1.5 month. Yes, the duration of the course is 1.5 month, every day class 1 hour. Okay. The fee, I think you can check with Durgasoft Institute. They will be able to tell, and I can guarantee you this is the least course you will ever get in market. If you go for the same course other way, and like they will be charging in lakhs, and that's the reason we have 50 plus students in data science. So we have 3 batches running. Last 8:30, I think 25 people. Before morning, there are 20, and then 15. Almost like now only 45 students are there, okay, for data science. So that's the only thing we are like huge crowd because of the course content and the price, right? And also the quality matters. And as I'm saying, you can the content wise and quality wise, you can match the syllabus with any other content that you will get in online. I'm not just like that telling, I have the content present with me, I have seen the content, right? And then I have designed. So Tableau is not included. Tableau visualization, that's a different track. If you are going for, as I said, according to me, Tableau is a paid tool. You never know whether you will get a chance to work on Tableau or not. In our 40-member team, I am the only people, I have only the Tableau license, which I think I have to kind of give it to my team member. None of the other team member has Tableau license because it is $1,400 per user, which is very costly. And even though you get a license, it will take hardly 1 hour. If you know how to create nice visualization using Python, you can create that in Tableau. I'll show you something so that it will be interesting, right? So give me 1 minute. I just want to show you Python visualization. So there is something called Plotly. We will be learning this, okay? So we'll be learning this and see how nice visualization you can create using Python, which is completely free. So why somebody will go for Tableau in 2020 and pay $1,400? So starting from, and these are kind of nice dashboards, and these are not kind of this thing. These are interactive. So if you see here, see this. So you can create this, you can select tabs and all, and you can place, this is called this is not even correctly, 1 second. You take any simple charts, these are complex charts, but if you go to simple charts, so there is something called Plotly. So see, you write simple line of 2-3 lines of code from here to here, this 3 line you write, okay, and you can create this graph. And this is interactive, you can select also. If I select this much, it will select, and then again if I click on, it will go back. Only let's say this part I want to select this, it will be extracted. So very nice graph you can create. See, this is the line chart, and all of this thing you can do in Tableau also. Why your company will pay for $1,400 for that? If you are expert in Python, you can create. If you're creating these graphs here, Tableau is just a span of hours. If you spend hours, you can create nice. This is drag and drop. If you can code it, why can't you drag and drop, right? If you can code, if you know the difficult thing, easy thing you can know, right? So Tableau is something for a data analyst kind of role. Data engineer, I if you if you're getting, you are lucky, but your company mostly, no matter, I have worked in many good companies, okay, and good companies also don't give license. So leave about poor companies. Rich companies, they also don't have, they cannot afford actually $1,400 per user. How many user you can give? If you have 40 data scientists, you have to spend 1,400 into 40, that much. And is it worth it to spend when you have open source libraries like this, right? So you can create nice visualization graph, 3D, 2D, 4D, any D, right? And not 4D, obviously, till 3D you can create. And this is Plotly. We will be discussing this. I'll be telling you about this library. Very nice, very dashboard. And this is something. And if you go to dashboard, you can create dashboard also. This is also for dashboard. But creating dashboard is not easy. But creating these graphs are 2-3 lines, right? So yeah, so that's the reason Tableau is not included. But if you want, you can go for data analyst or some other course where you can learn Tableau. Okay, any other queries you have, or we are good?
Ma'am, one question is there.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you are not going to cover the NLP and deep learning in depth in this course, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, after this course, are you going to start this NLP and deep learning as well?
Yes, that is the advanced course, which is a weekend class. That's a
Okay.
very advanced course actually. So it is recommended to complete this course. Then, or if you have idea on Python, there day one we will start with NLP and deep learning. That's a computer vision with Python codes. Basically, that is a kind of advanced analytics, you can tell. Again, that is 2-month course, not 1.5 month. That is 2-month everyday class. That is for people who have a basic understanding on ML and Python and statistics.
Okay. When you are starting that course, means NLP and deep learning course, or it's going on currently?
So actually, one course is like going on. I don't have time right now. So once that is over, in 1 and 2 weeks, maybe once 2 weeks it will take to get it like complete it. And once that is over, we'll start a advanced batch. Mostly the
Okay.
old student join the advanced batch, yeah, who already completed my this series. So
Actually, I
in
have completed this much part, right? So that's
yeah,
why I'm interested in that advanced level course. Yes, so that's why I'm asking for that.
yeah. So advanced course, right? Morning there is a batch which is running, so I don't have any time. Morning 2 batches, evening 1 batch, and then I have office also. So I don't have any time right now. That's why we are not starting. Once the morning
Okay.
batch is over, then
Okay.
definitely there will be an advanced batch. Advanced content also I have changed. So it is more deep learning and NLP complete things. Along with that, Apache Spark is also there.
Okay. So when that morning batch is going to finish?
November
Okay.
1st.
November 1st. Okay.
Yes, that will
Okay.
start in November 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
no problem. Timing of the class is 8:30 p.m. IST. We are like 8 or 8:30 we can decide, but as of now 8:30 p.m. IST. That's the time. And morning, yeah, so that's the time. New batch, it's a completely fresh batch. Okay, any other doubt? So if you want, you can join 2-3 classes. Maybe tomorrow onwards you can join, and you can see how the content is and how the teaching is and everything, right? And then you can kind of decide. Anyway, you will learn it. It's not like today's demo where you get information basic, but tomorrow onwards it is a content what we are going to start. So Python at least you will learn if you are new to Python. Timing is
Uh, can
8:30.
Ma'am, can you share your email ID to resolve any queries? I mean, you may not be able to. We usually may not be able to get all the questions in one shot. Cannot flash all the questions in mind at one time. So, if at all I got any queries by evening, I will shoot you an email. Could you please share that if possible?
Yeah, so if you call to the institute, right, they will connect. They will, if you have any query, you can call to me. You call to institute, they will
Correct.
connect to me.
Awesome. We'll do that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, okay. So then we will end the class if you don't have any query, and please wait, give me some 2 more hours so that I can, whatever I have written, I will write it in a WordPad and share the content with you so that you can go through it. Okay, and content will be in sequence. Whatever I have written in the same sequence will be completing. And also I have told you the time, right, how I am splitting everything. So and after going through the content, if you have any queries, you can connect to me. You can call to institute and they will connect with me. They will help you connecting with me. Okay, thank you all. Yeah.